Guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be learning how to make a jumping game in Scratch. In this game we're going to be a sprite who starts out at the left side of the stage, and then there are going to be obstacles coming from the right side and we have to jump over them to avoid them and increase our score in the process. This game is a ton of fun and you can play with your friends and family and create high scores and stuff like that. And it's really easy to make in Scratch as well. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today. So if you enjoyed the video and find it useful, then make sure to like it, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos that I upload on this channel itself. But right now let's get into how to make this game in Scratch. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to delete the Scratch sprite and then I'm going to select a sprite for my game. You guys can select anything you want, but I'm going to go for the chick. Then we're going to select a backdrop as well. I'm going to select the blue sky backdrop. Great. So the first thing I want to do is program the chick so that it jumps when I click the space key. To start off with, I'm going to go to the Events tab and grab a when key space pressed. This way, it will do whatever is under this when the space key is pressed. Now to make it jump, we're going to have to move it up and then down. So we're going to use the change y by block. So we'll see, change y by 10. So every time I click space, it's moving upwards. Now if I put this in a repeat loop, then it will move higher. So like that. Let me bring it back down. Now for jumping, we're going to have to move it up and then down again. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to change this to -10. So if I click space now, then you will see that the chick jumps. Brilliant. So now that we have this jumping, the next thing we need to do is create obstacles. For that, I'm going to select another sprite and my obstacle for this game is going to be the egg. Now that I have this egg loaded in, what I want to do is position it. So to start off, we want the egg to come to the right side of the screen and then move to the left side like this. So the first thing that we need to do is grab a when green flag clicked. Then we're going to take a forever loop and inside this, we're going to go to the motion tab and say go to XY. Here, we're going to put in the coordinates of the rightmost side of the screen, that is here. So, that is 232 and -129. Then, we're going to take the glide 1 seconds block and we're going to make it glide all the way over to -232, which is the opposite side of the stage. So, if I click the green flag, then you guys can see that the egg is gliding from one side to the other side of the stage. However, 1 second is a little bit too fast. So, let's say I change this to 3 seconds. So now we can see that it's gliding at a much slower rate. I'm also going to decrease the size of the egg because it's a little too big for the chick to jump over. Great. I'm going to move it a little bit downwards as well. So that's -137. So let me change that real quick. Great. So the third step that we need to do is we need to make it such that when the chick touches the egg, the project stops. So for that, we're going to say when green flag clicked, and then we're going to go to the control category and drag a wait until block. Then we're going to go to sensing and drag a touching mouse pointer and change this to the chick. So wait until touching chick means that it's not going to do anything until it runs into the chick or touches it. Then I'm going to go to the control category and drag out a stop all, which will stop the project. So let's try this out. You'll see that the egg is gliding, and if I click space, then I jump over the egg. However, if I purposely don't jump, then you can see that the project stops. Great. So to make this project more fun, we can add some sounds. So every time the chick jumps, we can play a sound like chirp. Brilliant. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's making a chirping sound. Just like that. Another glitch that we need to fix is if we click the green flag and we jump on top of the egg, then if we load it again, then the jump will be in midair. Like this, you can see our chick is now in midair, which is not what we want. So let's make the chick go to a starting position at the start of the game. So we're going to go to the events, grab a when green flag clicked and say go to XY. I'm going to place this chick right about here, which is X -194 and Y -120. Great. So even if I move the chick now and click start, it's going to start back here. The last thing that we need to do is add multiple objects because this game is too easy right now. So what we need to do is simply duplicate this egg so that we have a second one, and since it's had the same code, if we click play, then we can see only one egg. This is because the second egg is on top of the first one, and since it has the exact same code, it's gliding at the exact same time. So how do we fix that? All we have to do is make a delay in the second egg so that it moves a little bit slower than the first one. For that, all we need to do is say when green flag clicked, we need it to wait 1 second to cause the delay. Also, if we click the green flag, then you can see that while it is waiting, the egg is just sitting there on the screen, which is not right. So I'm going to go to the looks category and make it hide. Then it can wait and then show. So that will solve the problem. Let's see. Brilliant. So now we have 2 eggs on the stage. You can do this as many times as you want, but it will make your game that much difficult. If you make a third one, then you can make it wait 2 seconds, then a fourth one 3 seconds, and so on. As you can see now, my game is working just fine. It's a little bit hard though, but you guys can change the numbers just as how you want to make the game easier or harder. The last thing that we can do is add a score variable to see how many times you jumped over the egg. I'm going to go to the variables category and create a variable called score. This will help me keep track of a certain number in my project. Now what I'm going to say is that when green flag clicked, I'm going to set my score to 0 so that it gets reset at the start of the game. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a change score by 1 at the bottom here. Every time I click space actually. So let's put this in the chick sprite over here. So change score by 1 every time space key is pressed, aka when I jump over the egg. Let's see if this works now. If I click the green flag, then you guys can see that the score is 0, and every time I jump over the egg, my score increases by 1. And when I reset the project, it turns back to 0. Brilliant! And that's all we need to do. So if you click the green flag and play this game, you can see that it's a ton of fun and you can play with your friends and family and enjoy it as well. But that's all I have for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, then make sure to like it, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. And also make sure to check out some of the other videos of the channel because they're great as well. But I'll see you guys in the next video with another game or interesting project in Scratch. Peace.